Yo, what is going on, everybody? Crazy Rabbit here, and today we will be taking a look at every single shotgun in Call of Duty Zombies history on high rounds. We're going to be taking a look at everything from World War to Black Ops 3. We will not be looking at Black Ops 4 because they might introduce a new shotgun in a couple days, and I don't want this video to become obsolete already, so we will not be looking at Black Ops 4. We will save that for a future video. And real quick, if you guys are enjoying this series, make sure you guys hit the like button and subscribe if you have not already, and hit that bell notification, and let me know down in the comments which types of guns you would like to see next. So with all that said, let's get this shit started. The first game we will be taking a look at is going to be World at War, and let's start off with one of my personal favorites, the double barrel shotgun. Kind of an underrated weapon. It's really good, and I feel like the only reason a lot of people never used it for high rounds or really at all was because, one, its placement. It's just right there before the Thompson, so naturally you would rather go for the Thompson. Two, it's not a point weapon. And three, even when you upgrade it, since it is a double barrel shotgun, you still only have 2 shots. I feel like if they would have done some like voodoo witch doctor magic and just said fuck it, give it 10 shots, a lot more people would have really enjoyed it. But because you only get 2, then you have to reload, it's not that sought after. But if you ever happen to find yourself back in World at War, definitely give this thing a try. It's really powerful, and it may actually surprise you with how good this thing is. Well, compared to other World at War weapons, it's going to surprise you. It's actually a really good shotgun. Definitely recommend. Now let's get on to the COD version, the sawed-off shotgun. This one is available on other maps besides Derice, so you can't pack-a-punch this thing. Do I need to say anything more? You can't pack-a-punch it. What do you think it's going to do on high rounds? It's not going to do much. You will get like a kill or two just because, you know, you have lots of ammo, and it is a WAW weapon, so that's pretty cool. You can constantly go back. So technically, if you think about it, this thing can get infinite amount of kills because it's a WAW weapon. You can constantly go back and get more ammo, so you technically have infinite ammo. Just saying. Alright, with that ghetto logic out of the way, let's get into the last World at War gun, and that is going to be the trench gun. The weapons that the Germans bitched about in World War I, meanwhile they're using gases and flamethrowering people, the trench gun. This thing really got overshadowed by the Thompson. I remember playing back in World at War, and every time you would spawn in, you'd have this little discussion, alright, which side are we going? And 10 times out of 10, you went the Thompson side because it's the Thompson. Every now and then I would try to convince people to go to the trench gun side, but it just wasn't happening. The trench gun I think is pretty good on Shinonuma for dogs, but other than that, it's not that good. It's not that powerful. It's a pump action shotgun. It's just not a good weapon. I feel like if they would have just made it more powerful, it would have been a really good gun, but it's just not powerful enough. It's a pump action shotgun. Even against dogs on Derice, I'm just not really a fan, so I honestly stay clear of the trench gun. It's just not for me. And even the Black Ops 1 version just wasn't good at all. Now we're talking about the BO4 version. That's a different story for a different video, but the World at War and Black Ops 1 trench guns just weren't good on high rounds, and me, no recommendo. Alright, so now let's jump into Black Ops 1, my personal favorite game. Even though the weapons suck, they did look the best and were the most fun. Let's start with the Olympia. When you upgrade this bad boy, you get some Dragon's Breath. And even through the 20s, it's still a really good shotgun. Even though it's only a 2-shot, that Dragon's Breath really does help, and it does a pretty decent amount of damage. But once you get out of the 20s into the 30s and 40s, that's when it significantly drops off. And I would definitely swap it out for, you know, the Wonder Weapon or just traps or really anything else, because no Black Ops 1 weapons do anything on high rounds. But definitely to carry you through the 20s, the Olympia is a really solid WAW weapon. Now if we take a look at the next WAW weapon shotgun, that's going to be the Stakeout. And I was never really a fan of the Stakeout. Like, I tried to make it work on Ascension. I just could never make it work. It just wasn't for me. It just didn't pump out that much damage in my opinion. Its spread was really small, so hip firing with this thing, just you're better to ADS and go for headshots. I was just never a fan of the Stakeout. Even though it was a WAW weapon, I honestly would prefer the Olympia than this thing. On high rounds, you would literally have to jerk off a genie to get a kill. It's just not gonna happen. So Stakeout, stay far away from this thing. Alright, now the next shotgun in Black Ops 1 is arguably probably the best, and that is going to be the Spaz. The reason this thing was so good was because of its fire rate. It had a pretty impressive fire rate for a shotgun. You're going to be able to get a lot of shots off very quick. Now where it lacks, I feel like, is in ammo. You go through ammo very quick with the Spaz. You're going to find yourself out insanely fast, so you really have to like moderate how much ammo you're actually using. If you don't, you're not only going to lose ammo, you're also going to lose your virginity to the zombies, so definitely keep track of how much ammo you have with this thing, or you're just going to get butt plugged by a couple zombies, and no one wants that. Unless that's your kink, we're not going to shame you, we're just going to judge harshly. But like every other Black Ops 1 weapon, on high rounds, it is going to be completely useless, but this is definitely probably going to carry you the farthest out of every single shotgun. Now the last one is going to be the dual wield shotgun. That is the HS-10. Once you upgrade this thing, you get 2 of them, so you get 2 for the price of 1. That's a pretty good bargain deal if you ask me. The HS-10 is very, very underrated. I like it. The only problem is, similar to the Spaz, is you run out of ammo way too quick. Because it's dual wield, anything that gets up close and personal to you is going to die insanely fast, and I think the HS-10 is a really, really good, like, run around the map weapon if you're trying to go collect perks or something like that during the middle of a round. The HS-10 is a fantastic shotgun to have out because it's dual wield, really quick fire rate. You're going to put a lot of balls into those zombies and you're going to kill them pretty quick on early to mid rounds. Again, Black Ops 1 weapons, complete dog shit. Once you get to high rounds, totally useless, but if you happen to find yourself in Black Ops 1 and you're wanting to play with a new weapon, give the HS-10s a try. It might surprise you with how good they actually are. Alright, so now let's head into Black Ops Dose, where we get a couple more shotguns. We actually have a pretty decent amount of shotguns in Black Ops 2. Let's start off with the Olympia. We'll make this one quick. This is just like the Black Ops 1 version. Mid-rounds, it's pretty decent, especially for a weapon you can get right off the bat. Well, you have to get this thing upgraded first. If you don't have it upgraded, it's really useless, so to say, but once you get it upgraded with that Dragon's Breath, it's going to carry you for a pretty long time. So if, like, the box is just being a massive cunt, not giving you anything, just get the Olympia. It'll last you for a pretty long time until, you know, the box is being graceful and wants to give you something. But if you're trying to go for high rounds, similar to Black Ops 1, it ain't going to do shit. The next shotgun is going to be the S12. This one was very, very disappointing. I remember back in Black Ops 2, like when the game first came out, the S12 I thought was going to be a pretty good shotgun. Had a fast fire rate, wasn't a pump action or anything like that. But what it lacked was in damage, and, you know, spoiler alert, that's kind of what you need to get to high rounds, is you need to put out some damage, and the S12 just was not doing that, and it really didn't carry that much ammo. So just looking at how the S12 operates, you would think, oh, it's semi-automatic shotgun, it's gotta do pretty good, like the Spaz, but unfortunately, it just was not. I could not ever make this thing work for high rounds. It poops out way too fast. I would rather have the Olympia than the S12. This thing is just not a high round, not an Easter egg, not anything. I just would stay far away from the S12. Definitely, in my opinion, one of the worst shotguns in zombies history. Now, if we jump over to the next one, it's going to be the Remington, the KRM's predecessor. This thing was surprisingly quick once you get upgraded and all the perks and stuff. You get speed cola and double tap with this. It shoots pretty fucking fast for a pump action shotgun. Now, unfortunately, it is not a high round shotgun, but it is a very, very good early round to mid round shotgun. Up until like the 30s, this thing is really, really good. You're going to be one-shotting for a very, very long time. It's got a fast fire rate. You can constantly get ammo off the wall. The Remington is definitely a good predecessor to the KRM, and if like you're playing Origins and you need a really good weapon, and similarly the box is just being a massive blue waffle and you can't get anything, the Remington is a great choice. Definitely recommend. Unfortunately, like I said, high rounds wise, not so mas, but early rounds wise, definitely a powerhouse. Next up is going to be yet another underrated shotgun. That's going to be the M1216. Not a lot of people know about this thing. It's pretty good. Even on high rounds, you're going to be able to get some kills. The only thing it suffers from is a lack of ammo. Because it has such a fast fire rate, you go through ammo very, very quick. So what I would use it for is not killing zombies number-wise, but killing zombies quickly-wise. If you're running through the map on high rounds or something, this might be hypothetically one of the weapons you want to take out because it actually gets some kills on high rounds. When I first used it on round 50, I was pleasantly surprised. Like, I had just gotten off of using like the S12 and stuff, and I was just like, oh, this is fucking M1216, it's not gonna do shit. But it was surprisingly good. Well, not good. Better. It's not like the best shotgun on round 50, but compared to a lot of other shotguns we have seen in the past, the M1216 was pleasantly surprising. So if you use this one in the right role, it can be a really, really good weapon. The next shotgun in Black Ops 2 is going to be the KSG, which is actually a pretty good shotgun. Speed-wise, it's not going to get you a lot of kills on high rounds, like really fast, but numbers-wise, that's where this thing excels. So like the M1216, it could get kills pretty fast. The KSG doesn't really do that, but it gets the numbers game. If you get a whole horde of zombies just rounded up and just start popping off KSG slugs into those zombies, eventually they're going to start to fall because of all the penetration power, and you're going to find yourself just taking out an entire train of 24 on high rounds, which a lot of other shotguns cannot do. So similar to a lot of other weapons on this list, if you find the right role for the KSG, it's going to excel. If you're trying to like run through the map and a zombie stops you, the KSG might not be the greatest weapon to take that zombie out, because what if you miss? Then you gotta pump it, and then the zombie already slipped his finger up your butt. But with like the M1216, you're probably not gonna miss. You have a lot of shots. But if you have an entire train of 24 behind you, the M1216 wouldn't do jack shit, but the KSG, over time, gonna be able to take out that entire train. So definitely recommend as a round clearing weapon, not so mas as a oh fuck I'm gonna die weapon. Now I didn't know if I wanted to include this last shotgun, but I'm going to because I can already feel you guys bitching and complaining in the comments. That's gonna be the Blundergat. With many different variants, we're just going to focus on the regular Blundergat and Sweeper. The regular Blundergat and Sweeper are amazing shotguns. It's the fucking wonder weapon. Do I need to explain how good this thing is on high rounds? On round 50, it's not like the greatest wonder weapon we've had. It's not like a Wonder WAW or anything where it's always going to kill, but it does do a significant amount of damage and has a pretty decent amount of penetration power, so over time you're going to be able to get a lot of kills. And even on round 50, it doesn't take that many shots to kill one zombie, so you can either have this thing as your round clearing weapon or your running around the map weapon, whatever you want. The Sweeper and or Blundergat, well, you're probably going to want the upgraded version. The Sweeper, in my opinion, fits every single role, but if you're going for high rounds on Mob of the Dead, you definitely want the Acid-Gat. You're going to want Acid-Gat and you're going to want traps, and if you do like the little skull Easter egg, you can just have a Sweeper and the Acid-Gat, so you can have the best of both worlds. But the higher and higher rounds you get, the less and less effective the Blundergat will be, but up until round 50, it's still a fantastic shotgun slash wonder weapon. Alright, so now we're going to head into the Black Ops Trace. Let's start off with the KRM, one of my personal favorite shotguns. When the game first came out, I didn't give the KRM any thoughts because I didn't have all my attachments on it, and without the attachments, it's not as good as it can be. With the attachments, this thing is like Shaquille O'Neal barreling down at you. It's just an unstoppable force. You're not going to be able to stop that thing. You have a wall weapon shotgun with attachments and perks, is insanely fast. It does a really good amount of damage. Even on round 50, it's only going to take a couple shots to start taking out zombies. It does fantastic against boss zombies. The KRM is a fantastic all-around shotgun. It's going to fit any role you want it to fit. You want to take out boss zombies, you want to take out one zombie really quick, you want to take out a horde of zombies really quick, it can do that. KRM, definitely one of the greatest shotguns in zombies, in my opinion. I'm not saying it is the best, I'm just saying it is one of the best. Definitely grab the KRM and throw some attachments on that thing if you have not already. If you haven't, then, you know, like, what the fuck are you doing? Next up is going to be the Argos, and I'm not a fan of the Argos. I just never really was. I think it's way too slow. I don't think it pumps out that much damage. Its spread isn't really that big, and that's what I prefer in a shotgun. I don't want my shotgun to be accurate. I just want to shoot a bunch of stuff in a bunch of different directions, so that way I know I'm going to hit something. With the Argos, every now and then I do find myself missing quite a bit, and that may be because I have terrible aim, but that's besides the point. The Argos, even with all of your perks and attachments and everything, I just think it's not that good. It's just really lacking for what I want in a shotgun and not, you know, a personal favorite of mine. You'll be able to get some kills on high rounds, but not that much. In my opinion, it's just way too slow. The next shotgun we will be taking a look at is going to be the Brecci. Is that how you pronounce it? I still don't know. After all these years, I still don't know if that's how you pronounce that shotgun's name. That's how I'm going to pronounce it, though. The Brecci is a really, really good shotgun. I think it gets overshadowed by the Haymaker, but it's still pretty good. It's not as quick as the Haymaker, but it does do a lot of damage, and it's going to get you a lot of kills, even pretty quick. Similar to the KRM, it's a really good all-around shotgun. Whether you're ADSing or hip firing, it's still going to pump out a lot of damage pretty quick, and you're going to be able to take out one zombie or a horde of zombies, whichever one you want. It's a really good shotgun. Now, similar with all shotguns, I wouldn't recommend it on early rounds because you kind of want to point horde up, but once you get to like the 20s and 30s, if you can get the Brecci, definitely get it. It's a fantastic gun. It's a really good substitute for the wonder weapons, similar to the Haymaker. If you can't get the wonder weapon, but you need something really powerful, the Brecci can definitely fill that role, and so can the Haymaker, the next shotgun we're going to talk about. You guys like that smooth transition? Hell yeah. And the Haymaker, in my professional, bald opinion, is my personal favorite shotgun in Black Ops 3. I like things that shoot fast. I like things with fast fire rates. The Haymaker is definitely that. It's an automatic shotgun. You just hold that trigger down and shots are going to go all over the place. Now, it's not the strongest one, but it has a fast fire rate, and I think that more than makes up for it. For me, if I can't get the wonder weapon and I can't get the Draken and I need something really powerful to go into like the boss fight with, or to be like my backup secondary weapon, I like the Haymaker and the KRM. I feel like those two make fantastic backup weapons. And on high rounds, the Haymaker will definitely prove its worth. It's going to get you a lot of kills. It's going to be a fantastic shotgun, and so will the last one on this list, the Banshee. This is the best shotgun. It's it's just the most powerful. It's going to get you a lot of kills. What's there not to like about it? Now, I don't know if I would count this as a shotgun, but like a year or two ago or something like that, I made like a top 10 shotguns list or something, and I didn't put the Banshee on there because I didn't think it was a shotgun. I didn't know if I should include it or not because it's like an energy weapon, but a bunch of people got really pissy at me, and I don't want that to happen again. I'm a very fragile little butterfly, you know, and I don't like people yelling and screaming at me because I'll start to cry, so I thought we should include the Banshee in this list. It may be slow, but it fucking packs a punch, alright? This energy shotgun is pretty badass. Now, it's not for me, because like I said, I like fast things, I like living on the edge, Ricky Bobby, but this, it's powerful, alright? If you want something that just shoots straight power, you want something that's like Thanos, this is what you're gonna want to have. It's gonna get you a shit ton of kills. Not quick, because you got one shot, then you gotta cock it back, then you gotta take another shot, then you gotta jerk the gun off. It's just not fast, but it does a lot of damage, and on high rounds, it's gonna really take out a large number of zombies. Totally would recommend, probably one of the greatest shotguns in Call of Duty Zombies history, even considering Black Ops 4 standards. So that has been every single shotgun in Call of Duty Zombies history. Hopefully I didn't forget any. Let me know down there in the comments which shotgun is your guys' favorites, and also what kind of weapons you would like to see me do next. And like I said earlier in the video, if you have not, make sure you guys subscribe and hit that bell notification so that way you don't miss any more videos, because my videos are pretty cool. You know who else is cool? My Patreon supporters. Check out these sexy guys right here. These guys are awesome, and they allow me to make better and better videos. So thank you guys so much for all your support. If you would like to be a Patreon supporter, go ahead and check out that link. It'll be right down there below in the description. And also, while you're down there, follow me on Twitch. We do a lot of other streaming over there. Twitter, Instagram, and Discord if you would like to come into contact with me. Saying that, hopefully you guys have a fantastic day, and I will see you in the next video. Peace.